Hello, my friends, and welcome back. It's your boy Cheesy. I'm Chisgule Gaming, and today we're gonna do the pulls for Armament Reveal Thyself. I've done this many times. I've tried to get lucky with rare inscriptions. I feel like it hasn't really worked out for me when I've tried to do that. So we're just gonna pull here, have a good time, play to the tiered rewards, and maybe we'll get lucky, because the only way you can get lucky is by taking chances. And so we're going to go, and I suppose we'll go to the 1,200 tier and see how we do. And we get some transmutation stones along the way, which is pretty hype. Thank you again to the Makers Rise of Kingdoms for sponsoring this video. I appreciate you. Now, I think that the best strategy for this might actually be to do all the small pulls, because that's going to give you a lot of fodder. And that doing the more expensive pulls, although they could have a bigger upside, probably aren't going to have a bigger upside. And they're probably just going to cost you a lot of tickets. That has been my experience. But, you know, every time you look at this, 4 tickets for this armament. I'll recycle these guys later. But by doing this, I think you maximize your chance for legendaries and for getting currency. Which, at the end of the day, I think that is a pretty outstanding way to run it. The thing you're ultimately hunting for there is the most pities possible. So see, I just spent 20 currency. Yeah, I got inscriptions on both of them. I guess it could have been legendary with an inscription. What are the odds it was going to be better than what I already had? So the better your collection is, the more it makes sense not to pull on armaments like this, because it's less likely to actually be an upgrade for you. The weaker your collection is, the more you want to pull on all kinds of stuff, and pay attention to the designations of kind of what's there. Because to you, it's very, very compelling. Your chances of getting something really big are there. You're much more likely to get an upgrade. That's kind of where I've landed on this so far. I don't know. You let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. This video, I think, as it turns out, is going to be more of us like hanging out and talking about kind of what's up. Because I realized, by the way, I'm going on a little vacation with the family, and I have a lot of days where I'm either not going to have content, or I was like, oh, I really need to record a bunch of stuff in advance. So today we're getting a vid in. I think I'm going to refresh this floor. Yeah. I would have preferred to have streamed this with you all, but because I will be traveling potentially when this goes live, or already at my destination, I needed to record it in advance. I feel like the stream is a fun way to run this. You know, we talk about, should I pull this? Should I pull that? We make some choices, make some tough calls, some not so tough calls. I think that the toughest call probably ends up being the super high ticket armaments. Now, normally I might not pull these 20 cost armaments, but I don't know, 20 tickets, it could be anything. I'm going to recycle that. And the gold currency is good toward working toward pity. I guess, I don't know, do we call it pity? The 8 tomes that you need, I can't remember the name of what it's exactly called, to buy a legendary inscription. Ooh. I do generally like flags. We're like hoping for triple stat. Unlikely, but it's what we hope for, right? And I do sort of wish, even though I think that event design is not oriented towards this, but I do sort of wish there was an open all button. That would be pretty slick. In case you're wondering why I'm pulling Hollow Square, it's kind of a funny story. So glad that you asked. So I got my first legendary inscription armament, as it turns out, for Hollow Square. It was from traveling. I felt like I was overdue, and then it finally showed up, and I was like, yeah! I was so hyped. But I never actually used it for Hollow Square. I was pulling Hollow Square because there was a lot of interesting shielding synergy going on, and technically there still kind of is. But, ooh, hey, yo. Oh, that could have been fire, man. That got really close. Emblem. Oh my God, 4 tickets? Okay, well, it didn't go anywhere, but dang. 4 tickets for gold. Gosh bless it. Huge, huge W. Okay. Let's keep going here, man. Where was I? Oh my God. I am so scrambled today. Right. So I got this hollow square, legendary inscription, hype through the roof. Couldn't actually find a meaningful way to deploy the darn thing. Conversion stones made me able to switch it. Huge win. Getting a ton of value from it now. But I was pulling hollow square when I was exploring, because at the time, like, you know, traveling, it made sense to do. And that meant that I had built toward the legendary pity a certain amount. I think at the time it was like 2 or 3 rare inscriptions toward pity. And now, when I was deciding after I got my last legendary inscription, what should I work on next? My closest thing to the legendary pity was hollow square. So it was like, okay, I guess hollow square is what we're doing, because all that matters for me is the legendary, and even the rares, like, chances are I'm unfortunately not going to use it. The stats are not going to line up and the cost is going to be too great to get it to where I need it to be. That's been my experience so far anyways. Ooh, triple stat, inf, mid stats, gonna lock it. Don't know that there's anything I can do with that. Wouldn't it be cool to be able to take a rare inscription and put it onto an armament of your choice? I feel like that would be just so cool. Oh my God. 72 tickets, chat. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. Triple stat. 72 tickets. Oh, dang. Chat, do we do it? We actually need to go consult the collection to decide if we think that's a worthy thing to pull for. That's the kind of armament that will be a slam dunk for a player that doesn't have a good armament in that slot, because you can inscribe that slot. That is money right there. That is a money armament, potentially. Depends on how it rolls. So now let's go check, chat. Let's see. I've got to have something for this, right? I just gotta, right? We hit recycle. Let's sort by archers. Scroll. Ooh, we don't. 3.3, 2.1, 3.1? 2.6, 3.4, 2.5? Wait. I mean, these are not bad, but like, I mean, we got some decent ones here. But like, unironically, this might be my best option, and to use a bunch of stones. I mean, 3.1, 3.1, 2.1. I'm going to pull it. I'm going to pull it. We're going to do it. Send it! How bad could it be? But how good could it be? Come on. Come on. 1.9, 2.3, 2.1. Well, I mean, chat, you got to give me credit for trying. It could have been good. Flag is one that, you know, under the right conditions could be kind of cool. Flags and scrolls are kind of where it's at. Chat, whatever happened to being able to inscribe instruments and emblems? I feel like at one point the possibility of that was discussed, but I don't think that's ever sort of obviously come to fruition, and maybe it never should. I don't know. The system's obviously changed a lot since its inception, so maybe that's just not in the cards anymore. Let's see what we get here. Ooh. Okay. Chat, we run that Gamba back. That's what we do right now. We run it freaking back, baby. Oh, yeah. We do it again. Because here's the thing. We're going to get big stats. All right? Now, the funny thing is that I don't think I can get a legendary inscription there. Right? Because my chosen legendary inscription is for a different armament? How does that work? My chosen legendary inscription is for probably instrument, maybe emblem. Oh my God. Triple yellow, baby. We are triple statting. We are so freaking back. Okay, we got calves. Yeah. Oh, big health roll. But the rest of it didn't work out. GG's. We are progressing here. Can open this guy up. See how... Ooh. Ooh. 2.5, 2.7, 1.5 on the all damage. Actually, not bad. Not bad, chat. What do we get over here? Okay. We know it's not a legendary because it's not my pity. Tremors. Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, Tremors has potential for the future, but whatever. We confirm that. It is what it is. We're on our way to 1,200. This is the halfway point. You're enjoying the vid so far? Throw a like on here, subscribe. If you're watching Chisgule Gaming do these polls, you almost certainly are already subscribed. I appreciate you. You're literally just hanging out with me to chat, which I appreciate. That's a part of the reason I watch content. I don't know. I have a hard time doing anything today without something in the background. I feel like this is a issue of the last 10 years that amplified as more people started using technology in more places, aka smartphones. Call me crazy. Okay. We clear this floor. Would love a button that like lets me do everything on the floor and saves me a little bit of time. But we continue on. We have about 500 more tickets to spend, baby, and so much currency to earn, which is a part of the value of this, right? So I'm going to turn this currency every time I pull one of these bad boys, and it's purple, into transmutation stones. Why do I need them? Because I'm setting up for a big legendary armament. Because what's going to happen is at some point, I'm going to get a banger of a legendary inscription or a rare inscription where I'm like, I need this right now. And it's going to take a lot of stones to get those stats to be where I want them to be. But at least I'll be able to do it. That's my plan. So that's a part of the value is every time these show up, all I see is a fraction of a transmutation stone. My brain, it's been trained to work in some funny ways. Okay, we do reach the 700 spot now, by the way, so we can get these rewards. GG easy. And we continue on. Now, I am perhaps doing this in the wrong order because I am actually unironically kind of close to getting a guaranteed rare or better inscription. I think when I started this endeavor, I had, I want to say 60 armaments to go. I'm probably at the 40 armaments to go at this point. Legendary armaments. So I could actually get to the finish line here, and I can accelerate that a little bit maybe. So let's go and do that now, okay? So you can see my progress here on Hollow Square is what? We hit the info button, scroll on down. 40. Wow. I actually hit the nail on the head there, didn't I? So we can accelerate that progress a little bit because we've got these guys over here. We can just pull Hollow Square. That's what I've been doing. Just build to that pity and use conversion stones, man. That's the plan. That is the plan. All right, what do we got? Okay. All I see is fractions of transmutation stones. Now we need these to really flip legendary, though. There we go. I mean, that's 2 towards it. Gosh, we're going to get so close to the pity. It would be really funny if, like, now that I've kind of abandoned the idea that I'm going to make it work and get lucky, if I actually got it to work. How crazy would that be? That would honestly be pretty funny. We're now 4 closer. So what, 36? Oh, we're actually pretty close. Damn it. Wait, now we're actually chat. Good news, bad news. Good news, bad news. The pity Starts all over. I told you. I told you, chat. I told you. No, stop. Oh my god. You lock. Reinforced. Wielder's troop gains a 4% boost to all shields. Wait, what? Like, unironically, the rare inscription is actually really good for Hollow Square in that slot. So it's like strangely good compared to other formations. Okay, well, the armaments continue to reveal themselves, chat. We get after it. GG's. I swear, this is... what do I title the video, chat? I try it again? I don't think so. I don't think so. It's just going to be like, hanging out with your boy Cheesy. Or something ridiculous. Yeah. Yup, that's what it's going to be. We went to dinner tonight at our friend's place. They've got a pool, so we had a little pool party. They also have an outdoor griddle. They got it recently. It's called a Blackstone. And they made fajitas on it, which is pretty legit. I am wishing that I had brought my fajita seasoning because I think it's really top tier on fajitas. But griddle top is kind of the truth once you get the hang of how to use one of those, man. I'm pretty happy with my regular grill and my smoker. The smoker is the moneymaker, man. That thing just literally prints I was going to say prints money, but like it prints the best food. And there's this one guy, he's got a YouTube channel, talks about barbecue stuff. And he always says that's money. I don't know his name, but the money printer is the smoker. So, dude, it's just freaking insane. If you're subscribed to my channel, you know. I literally am looking at a message right now from one of my Legendary Garb members who's talking about food they had on the smoker. I don't know. It weirdly became the people with a smoker club off on the side because there's always something to talk about. I don't know. Whoa! Triple stat guarantee for calves. Do we do this, chat? I feel like the answer is yes. I feel like we do this. So let's actually lock in. Why would we do this? We would do this if we actually would use triple stat for the flag or triple stat for the scroll. If either of those is a banger, then it's worth doing. The same is actually true for this armament. I probably shouldn't have pulled. So let's get a look in the old collection and see. Okay. Do we need this? We go to items, armaments, recycle. We search for cavalry. We filter for scroll to start. 3, 2.7, 3.1. I feel like I got some good stuff I could already replace. 2.8, 2.5, 3.5, pretty legit. We're kind of chilling. Okay, we got some good stuff. You could do better. We could take a chance at better. If we get a flag, ooh, baby, I mean, we're chilling over there. I think I skip it, bro. I can't believe this is what I'm using, though. Ugh. Look at the stats. 3.1, 2.6 is good. Assertive is amazing. It's just this 1.7. Ew. Right? You know? Right? Ooh, 3.5, 3.4. I don't think we need this armament, chat. I know this sucks to sit on a triple stat like that and just be like, I get better stuff to do. But it's just, the armament is, I mean, it could have an inscription. It's not going to. The stat's going to be low. I'm just going to pull it anyways. Good. Good. I mean, we knew all this. Is it here, chat? Do we get an inscription? Rep. And the stats are low, and it's for the wrong thing. Oh my god. Well, chat, it's been nice knowing ya. I did my best. At least we tried. Oh my god. And see, that's why the advice is that if you have an advanced collection, probably the way to play this event is not to shoot those shots. It's instead to play the refresh game, skip the armaments like that, spend the gems on those refreshes so that you can just go further and further, pull more stuff that hopefully flips legendary. Worst case, you're getting fodder, and just kind of run it like that, right? Like, I think that's the way to go. GG's. But we're almost to the finish line, chat. Ooh, 78. It's in that slot with an inscription and Cav. Do I do it? Do I go for this? I probably shouldn't, right? Right? I probably shouldn't. Right? Like we got one of these. We're chilling there. What was I looking at before? Wait, why do I feel like I was looking at the wrong thing? I looked at scrolls. Cavalry. Scroll. Did I look at flags? I did. Okay. Ooh. Jeez. Yeah, I did look at this. Okay. Yeah, chat, I'm out of my mind. There's no way I'm doing better than that, bro. No shot. I can't in good conscience pull on that, chat. Nope. No, sir. Ain't no way. The chances are much better that I don't know. If I really want to improve it, I go and I deploy a legendary inscription. Sheesh. All right. Since we've decided on that, we will do the free reset. They're free anyways, chat. I'm throwing by not using all my free resets, right? All right. Let's do the free reset. This is how you know I played the event wrong, is there's free resets at the end. Okay. What do we got? 20. Oof. All right. And we do get to the finish line here. I should pull all these small ones. This is the way to go. But I do also want to kind of save tickets for some future. Some future where I once again get really close to the finish line. But what I will do, because it's literally free to me, is do this free refresh. So what do we get? It's still free. I mean, let's just see what we get. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. It's still free. All right, there we go. Ooh. Not again, chat. Not again. Oh, no. Triple stat archer? Do we do this? Oh, my God. Chat, do we do this? Let's just pull this one first. Technically, I could have switched my formation first. Wow, nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Didn't see that one coming. V formation and strategic. Honestly, very powerful, obviously. But these stats are really bad, and they're for archers. And ranged combat is not archers in this game. It's siege. So, I mean, the 1.5% more counterattack damage is cool and all, but it's not. Man, what a world. All right. Confirm that bad boy. But do I pull this, chat? Do we pull this? We already had this conversation, and I think I did it. And like, obviously, it didn't work out. But do we pull this? 3.3, 2.1, 3.1. I mean, chat, we could do better, right? I don't know. We have so many that are close but no cigar, and then we got this guy. How would I feel? I mean, it would take a lot of transmutation stones and crystals, but I can kind of guarantee that I get this in like 3.3, 3.4, 2.5. If I really was pushing it, you know, I could do that. I'm not saying I should do it that way. I don't think I should pull it, chat. Leave a comment. Sound off. What should I do? Enjoy the vid. Throw a like on here. Subscribe. This has been another armament pulling session with your boy Cheese. Hanging out, talking about barbecue and armaments. Until next time, you have fun. Smash your enemies. Thank you again to the Makers Rise of Kingdoms for sponsoring this video. I appreciate you. It's a fun one. But also, I got to go pack for my trip. Take care, everybody.